Well, gang, it's been a long time in the making, but I think it's time to delete Deltia and move on to a stamina-based Dragonknight. Yes, I've got a lot of comments about Bloody Butcher, probably my second most popular build of all time. And instead of just making a build on a Dunmer and, you know, just taking a little bit of time, I want to make the Burning Butcher, and I have a plan for it at endgame, but I think it would behoove us all to just spend a little more time and do the leveling process with the Bloody Butcher and make it stick for a long time. Don't play this character anymore. It was my first character. I know it's crazy to think that I'm going to delete my very first character, but YOLO, why not? So let's delete this guy and make the new Deltia. Delete. Here we go. Ooh, we've had so many good memories. Some bad. Bye. Bye, Deltia. I've spent more of my life on you than last year than I have in my bed. Okay, here we go. So he's gone. So let's create a character. Now, we're definitely not going to be on AD faction. We're going to do no gear. So we're going to rename him Deltia. So now it has to be my main, right? Okay, there's a couple different stamina-based races that I like, I prefer. Imperial is really, really strong. Imperial is health, stamina, you get some health back. It's basically the most balanced, the most balanced build you can possibly have. If you want to play Magic in the future, if you want to play stamina, I really recommend Imperial. Not everyone has Imperial. Another really good choice is Dunmer. Dark Elf. Dark Elf has a magic bonus, it has fire bonus and reduction, and it also has stamina, 6%. So I already have a Dark Elf on DC faction. That's going to be my Magic Dragonknight. So why not do what I think is the best pure stamina-based class, and that's a Red Guard. Red Guard gives you max stam, stamina generation, and stam on melee hits. So I think it is by far the best. So we're going to remake Deltia as a Dragonknight on... Well, why did I hit that one? Red Guard, DC. Let's go Dragonknight here. Muscular. Alright, so we want to make it look like my dad about 20, 30 years ago, because otherwise he'd be like, sorry dad, I love you, but you are a little bit chunky. Alright, so we're moving through chest. That gets a big chest. He has a big gut, but I want to play this character, so this is like when my dad was, you know, a young buck. Arm. He's a meat cutter, so he has those big old ham hock arms. Legs, okay, he has pretty big legs. He used to squat stuff, like meat racks and stuff. Look at that. That's my dad when he was young and strappy. Alright, so he's a little bit light-skinned. He's not full ginger mode like me. So there we go. That's way too dark. Okay, dad. There we go. Alright, let's move on. Face, heroic, soft. Let's see. We gotta get my dad's voice, don't we? What is... Aha! My dad's name's Howie. Everyone calls my dad Howie, in case you guys wanted to know. Oh, that sounds like Howie. That's a Howie. Okay, he has basically a buzz cut. A little more hair than that. Definitely not like dreadlocks or anything. There we go. Okay, so he has kind of this old man retreating hairline type thing. And he's done like the goatee face thing. So let's make him a little bit older. So he has the old man face like goatee thing. Where's that? Come on. No, not full man beard. He has a full man beard one time. Ooh, eye patch. Dad with an eye patch. Where is the Howie facial hair? Don't they have just a little facial hair in the front? Like the goatee? No? What is that? We're not wearing, he's not wearing that. Okay, there's clean shaven. He can't be that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. He did rock that for a while. So maybe we'll do that. That's a dormant like 3. Ah, there was just, he just had a goatee. If you're a butcher, you have to have facial hair. Okay. Let's do this one. Yeah, there we go. My dad has brown hair. So is that brown? I'm kind of colorblind. Don't make fun of me in the comments. Okay. Now face. He has a big old nose like me. Let's see, where is it? Forehead, cheekbone. Cheekbone, his cheeks are really chubby. He has big old chubby cheeks. Big old chubby cheeks. Cheek height? What is that? That's a big old smile too. Jaw? He has a little jaw. Chin? A little chin. No butt chin on him. Neck size. Look at that. He's a butcher, dude. He lifts meat for a living. That's my dad. Delta. Look at them traps, though. Traps are real on this man. Alright, I think he has green eyes. That's kind of blue. There we go. Eye size, angle. Where's the dang nose? We gotta give him a big old nose. Do we see nose yet? No offense, Dad, but you got a big nose. Eyebrows. He has thicker eyebrows than that. There we go. Kind of bushy, but whatever. Nose shape. Here we go. Wait, is this changing? Is that him changing? Okay, hold on. There we go. Width, length. It's not so much long as thick. Okay. Big old schnoz. There we go. Oh, that's just changing the front of it. Okay, that's pretty good. Mouth. I guess instead of this, I should talk about what I plan on doing. But it's kind of funny making a new character, right? Dude looks burst! Alright, let's make sure we did the right thing. Deltia is the name. He is Daggerfall, Redguard, Pure Stamina, Dragonknight, sexy looking man. My dad, when he was about 22, before he, started eating, 3,000 hot dogs every day. And create. Skip. So the plans with this guy. I plan to be pure stamina, probably two-hander and dual wield. I don't think the bow is that useful in this current update because Flying Dagger hits really hard. It gives you the major buff that you need. And I want to center around Take Flight, Max Stamina, Burst, Dragonknight. The cool thing about the Dragonknight Stamina is it has everything that the Magic doesn't. Magic has tons of dots, that sort of thing, but Stamina has Burst. It has a gap closer. And combining it with Take Flight, you have a really cool way to burst down enemies, drop their block, and do massive AoE. So if we look here, I gotta change all my add-ons and all this other fancy stuff. So until Dragonites get a stamina-based whip, we're really reliant on the weapon skill lines for basically burst or sustain or our spammable abilities. You got a couple dots right here that I plan on using in the future to do my stamina-based Burning Butcher, which is like Vulcan Scoria. It does a lot of damage at endgame, but with the Redguard, it will do a lot more. You got Dragonknight Standard, we all know what that is, but really Take Flight is what I want to center this build around and Burst, especially for PvP. So I'm going to do that. Earth and Heart, this is our bread and butter for stamina, and the reason being is once we get these passes unlocked, Battle Roar gives us tons of resources back, but Mountain's Blessing is highly underrated. Gives you the Minor Brutality and also gives you a flood of stamina back once you use one of these abilities. So in PvP, we're going to use Fossilize, the other morph. PvE, running around, we're going to use Igneous Shield into Vigor, which is the heal and the Alliance ability, and we're not even really going to use Green Dragon's Blood or the other morph, Coagulating Blood, for healing later on in the game, because we're going to have so much self-healing. So the very first thing I do is buy one of each of the skills in the tree. So I have it all, and it's all going to level. And eventually I'm going to put number 4 as my dual wield ability, and number 5 as my two-hander ability. So right now it comes with a two-hander and some junk gear. Take all. So medium armor, we need that, and we need a two-hander. Looks mean. Also, I'm going to get on my crafter and go ahead and craft a bunch of set of training gear, all medium, because that's what I plan on using. I'll probably use 5 medium, 1 heavy, 1 light, just so I can get the stuff. Okay, so that's where we're going with that. And then medium armor, we all know about that. World. I don't know if I'm going to be a vampire yet. I might, but I really want to do Take Flight more so than bats, so I'll probably keep it all natural. But the reason I chose Redguard, look at this. Stamina recovery, that gets 9%. Max stamina, this is what Imperials get, 10%. And then Adrenaline Rush, restores stamina whenever you hit someone with melee attack. So for primary source of damage, I'm actually going to use Fury, which is going to be morphed into Rapid Strikes, over the two-hander. And the reason why is when you use the two-hander ability, you don't want to weave in attacks, because you are going to lose that buff that you get doing the next damage in power. So you don't want to do that. So I'm going to center around dual wield. Also, if you don't know, Rapid Strikes procs Vulcan Scoria. So I'm going to use that. And so I'm basically going to use the video that I showed you guys in the Telvar Stone, but I'm going to work it the way up like I've done in my leveling builds previously, because I think it's best if I tell you guys how I do this stuff from the start. And I don't mind leveling new characters, because a lot of you aren't at VR16 with best in slot gear. So why come out with a build that 1% of people can do if I could give a build that a lot of people could do? So I'll probably be playing this on stream during the week, and I'll be making 1 to 10, 10 to 25, 25 to VR1 builds, and then endgame build. both PvE and PvP. But I wanted to remake Deltia for a long time. Finally just pulled the trigger and said, YOLO, why not? So, time to get to work, gang. Oh, and in case you didn't know, I did get Emperor this week on my Stamina Sword. So that's cool, and you can wear the Emperor regalia wherever you want. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I really want to do more Dragonknight builds, but I just haven't been feeling it lately. And I think re-rolling and getting back to basics with Dragonknight will get me more motivated to continue the Bloody Butcher and then Laceration on my Dunmer DK. Thanks so much for watching. Time to get to work, DG!